Wagwan, my people, Wagwan, my friends. Hey, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I hope you're doing well because I don't think you're doing well. I'm not doing well either. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so it is Qarabag 2, Chelsea 2, Champions League. A game that was played away. We were playing away from home, and before I really touch much on anything, I would like just to put a disclaimer out there that what, I do like our coach Enzo Maresca. I like him so much, but the guy knows how to create trouble for himself. This is one guy that knows how to kill his own career. He knows how to do that very well. Okay, I'll talk much about him later. I would like to talk about the referee for starters. I would like to talk about the referee. Yeah, I think it is important for FIFA, not FIFA, or UEFA, when they appoint these referees. Honestly, there must be a level that some kind of level that that they are above. This guy was just a terrible ref for starters. For both teams, he's just not a good ref. Soccer is a contact game. It's a contact game, and you can't have a whistle going every time there's a contact. Honestly, that's not proper. This kind of referees, they're just not good enough. If it's in Africa, I would probably think that there was a brown envelope that was passed on somehow. But, well, it's in Europe. I don't believe that practice happens there because the guy was just terrible. He was just way against Chelsea, because for every contact that was being made, it's a free kick. I think you saw Caicedo going berserk close to the end of the match. Just a little touch, just to contact with the guy, he goes down, because now they know the ref that he doesn't know what he's doing. So every contact that you make with these guys, they just go down. When they see that they're losing the ball, they just go down and they get a free kick, and that's really not on. That's not on. That's not good. Anyway, enough about that. Now, coming to the match, Chelsea started off with Sanchez in goal. We had Reece James playing our right back. As a fullback, we had Kukurea playing as a left fullback. Central defenders with Uncle Tosin, and with Jaro Hato. And as a holding midfielder, we started off with Lavia. As our number 8, we had Santos, and as our number 10, we had Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Yeah, that's the guy. Well, João Pedro is our number 10, and on the left wing we had Gittens, and on the right wing we had Val Willian, and as our central striker we had Tarek George. Right. So I think I started off by putting in a disclaimer that I like our coach so much. Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'll just start dissecting. I'll break it down why I like him so much, and why I think he's just messing up his own career through his decisions. Yeah, he's got tools to work with, but the decisions that he makes with those tools is gonna determine whether we are going to have this guy next season as our coach or not, or if he's going to stay. It's going to determine whether we are going to be in the Champions League, qualification, threshold when the league comes to an end, or we are going to be playing some conference league like the other season. Everything is going to be determined by this coach, not because he doesn't have the tools, but his decisions. All right. The match ended 2-0, 2-all, Qarabag 2, Qarabag 2, and Chelsea 2. And we started off very well. We were controlling the match. I think we had much of the ball. We scored first through Willen, beautiful goal. And close to end of first half, they equalized through, well, I would say determination on their part. So they dispossessed our guy, Jaro Hato. After they dispossessed him, and then the guy who is supposed to cover for him, we know him, Tosin, is not very good when it comes to one-on-one. And he was sold a dummy. He goes the wrong side, and the guy had a clear path to go at goal. Make a shot, he didn't do it well, and it hits the post. And then the follow-up from their other player, they put it into the net. So it was 1-all. And just before half time, they then score another one through a penalty. So we're trying to play from behind, from the back, and then Jaro Hato is dispossessed. And unfortunately, when the other guy tries to put a cross in, he handles the ball, and it's a penalty. That was a clear penalty. No questions about that. Right, so we go to halftime, we are trailing 2-1, and then when we resume the second half, we make 3 changes. So out goes Tariq George, and out goes Santos, and out goes Gittens, and in comes Enzo Fernandez, Dilap, and Buenanot. And earlier on, we had another substitution, which was injury, inspired. So Lavia had to come off in 3 minutes of, from the start of the match. 3 minutes on, and he had to come out because I think his injury issues are well documented. I just hope this is a new injury, not an aggravation of the one that they've had. So I just hope it is a new injury. So if it's a new injury, that's better, because at least it's not probably going to take him long before he comes back. But if it's the old injury, that might mean that his season is already over. That might mean that, yeah. So I just wish him a quick recovery, and because he's a very brilliant player. He's really a brilliant player. When he was on, I know if he had finished the first half playing, we would have controlled the midfield better, because he's more disciplined and he picks up his passes well. He's more mature, football-wise, as compared to the other guys that plays in that position. So yeah, so we start second half like that, and within time, Garnacho pulls one back, and we are all level. But now, there's one thing that I really need to point out. It looks like our coach, like I was saying, that he's a guy that's just going to mess up his own career because of the choices that he makes. Right? Qarabag is a team, I don't want, not disrespect to them, but it is a team that, all and sundry, we're expecting that we're going to just collect 3 points. Not that we undermine them, no, but we're looking at the quality that we have, and compared to the quality that they have. So this is why we would come to a conclusion like this, that we're just supposed to go and collect 3 points. And I can bet you the same team, if they would meet Barcelona, if they would meet teams like Liverpool, if they meet Arsenal, if they meet Bayern Munich, we will hear of 6-0, something like that. That's the kind of scoreline that you're gonna get there. But we go there, we draw 2-2, we blew up a proper chance of us, keeping pace with the leading pack. We were going to be on 9 points. So with Real Madrid losing yesterday, with PSG losing yesterday, we're going to be within that leading pack. So that was, we're going to be in the top 8, so to speak. But we blew up that chance because of the choices that our coach made. The kind of players that he picked up to play this match. I don't know why that was so, because if you look at it, we are going to be playing over the weekend Wolves, and I know that's probably the reason why he kept all the players that he kept outside and started making a lot of experimenting. There's no reason whatsoever why Tariq George would have started as a central striker when Dilap is there, when Gui is there. There's no reason, because for starters, the guy is not He's not a central striker. He's a winger. So why then do you force him to play him out of position where he gave us nothing for the first 45 minutes other than just trying to run, trying to press, that's what he tried to do. But he's just out of position. He doesn't know where to be. Because he's not a natural striker. He's not. It would have even be better had we played him as a right wing, and in his position we played Willen, who could have even gotten better results, because Willen can play as a false number 9, pushing deep into the midfield and going up and linking up with play there, and you can get better output from that setup as compared to having George there. So playing George there, we're good as one man down. We're just good as one man down. So this is why I don't understand. We had a player like Fofana on the bench. Fofana played a blind of a game against Tottenham. So why no consistency? Why didn't we continue today with him in defense and probably pay him up with another a fresh player like Jarrell Hato, because he's a very good central defender, if you ask me, compared to Tosin. Tosin, there's no speed there whatsoever. There's no speed, and I can promise you, if he, in his position, when we lost the ball and it was now him against their striker for their first goal, if it was another player there, another defender who is a bit more glued up, more clued up and glued up, he would have disturbed that guy not to take a shot. But because his Uncle Tosin was sold a dummy and he goes the wrong side and the guy had a clear goal, I don't want to blame him for that opportunity, because it wasn't his doing for them to get that opportunity in the first place. But I'm just saying, if he had a better quality, he would have done better. So the choice of the players that we played, we are playing a low block. And this is probably 3-4 times in a row that whenever we play low block teams, we are just clueless. We don't know what to do. We move very slow. You're not going to hit nobody moving the ball at that pace. You can't hit nobody because you allow them time and space to organize themselves and put a huge block behind you there. So you're not going to penetrate. Instead of whenever the attackers will coming on counter-attacks, when they are attackers, when we break their attack and we've got the ball, we don't move as fast. We start playing sideways. We allow them all to come back and then they make that block again. You're not going to hit nobody. Because look at the times that we break, we did manage to break them and we scored Willen. Because we moved quicker. Look at Garnacho. Because we moved quicker. That's how we scored those 2 goals. But half the time we're moving so slow that their 8-meter box is so crowded you can't take a shot at goal because it's so crowded. Now look at it this way. We had Buenanote. When he came on, the guy did so much in those few minutes that he came on. So much. Each time he receives the ball, he's trying to go forward. He's trying to take a shot at goal. He's moving forward and he's moving fast and putting the pass, making the ball do the running for him. So making those long passes. What's the point of passing the ball to a guy who is just 2 meters away from you? This is what we see from our defenders. So we're passing, and at the end of the day, we've got we look at the statistics and they say, hey, we had 90% of the ball. That counts to nothing. At the end of the day, it's the points that counts. We need a result. Did we get a result despite us controlling the match? No. So Maresca, please, man. Please, if your employers are really serious, if they are really serious, they should be looking at all these things. And these are all reasons for you to lose your job at the end of the season. Just like they did with Pochettino. Because to me, Pochettino was even better than you. He didn't have as good a squad as you have today. He had how many players? I think about 13 or 14 players injured, including the live years of this day, of today, Reece James, all these guys were all injured. And he managed with the kind of players that he had. And at least he managed to unleash some good talents like Malo Gusto. He was live wire during his time. And today he lost cause. He doesn't know what to do because of the system that we are playing. Maresca, please give us something better, man. This is not on, to say the least. Just to show some respect, I'm not going to utter swearing words. I'm not that guy, but I think you can see that I'm really trying to hold myself here not to, because what you gave us today is just not cool. It's not proper, man. It's not proper. Please give us a better game. Give us a better game. These are the kind of matches that you need just to put out a statement out there that, you know what, after, you know, what kills me most is that you go on and win against Liverpool, you go on and win against Tottenham, and then you think you're the best. Now you just play any team anyhow. Guy, what's wrong with you, man? You're playing a low block team, a team that's not going to attack you that much. Why not play 3 at the back and play wing backs that are, you know, like your kittens? Play him as a wing back so that you get more people in attack. 3 defenders are enough. You don't need to defend, because these people are not defending you. But when you go forward, go fast. That's all you need to do. We need to go fast. You can't go at that pedestrian pace and you think you're going to hurt nobody. Even me, I've never played at that level, but I can promise you, he ain't going to score against me, because I'm just going to sit there back and we put a block and just wait for you guys to come. We've got all the energy. We're not running much. Honestly, we can't do the same thing over and over and expect different results, man. The system is the one that's killing us. You've got the talent. You've got the players. You've got no problem right there. And most of these players, you were the one crying for Dilap. I don't know if you're still happy with him until today, because I saw him playing today. I can't compare him to Nicholas Jackson. It looks like Nicholas Jackson is way better with his shortcomings in his mentality. Jackson, I think he's still far better than this guy Dilap. He's way, way better. I don't want to lie to you. I mean, this is what I see, just analyzing the match from here. I know I won't be popular with a lot of people by saying this, but you should have just managed Nicholas Jackson better. Just manage him and not let him go. Just manage him, manage his ego, keep him until you get a better striker. Then you let him go. Look at the other team, Bayern Munich. They got him and they still have a Harry Kane. Do you think they're stupid? No. They know they can use the guy and he can give them what they want. That's what you're supposed to do. Man. My BP is up again. Thanks to you, Maresca.